Well, once again, welcome aboard. I'm Rob back here. Today's the 16th of September. You're going to be flying a Boeing Stearman. You'll never forget today. Got the whole family here too, huh?
Yeah, the plan really was that my wife and I and a couple of friends were coming over here to eat lunch and do a little tour, and I guess they put together this. So I didn't come in here, focused on this, so I'm just trying to get caught up.
That's a good thing, because if you'd have known you were doing this yesterday, you would not have slept well last night.
I didn't sleep well last night anyway.
All right, so here's what the deal is. I'm going to do the takeoff for you. Once we get to about 200 feet off the ground, I'm going to have you come on the controls with me. We're going to do a couple turns together, one to the left, one to the right, and then I'm going to give her to you. So we're going to bring this thing right around. As far as your takeoff procedure, you can't see over the nose at all.
Right.
So the idea is you look straight ahead and you focus on infinity, and when you do so, you can see these little white runway markers going by. Now I'm going to give your family and friends a little air show smoke on takeoff. Ray, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, just have your feet on the floorboards there for me. I'm going to add some power on in here. All right, that's full throttle right there. 220 horsepower. She speeds up. The tail comes off the ground. It's ready to fly now, so we'll bring the nose on up. Here's a little air show smoke. And we're flying. Now, the first thing we want to learn here today is energy management. The airplane will climb its best at 75 miles an hour, which is right about there. And up we go. Beautiful night to fly. Wow. Go ahead and put your feet on the pedals down there and grab the stick. I'm still with you here. And so you want to have a loose grip on the stick. The first thing we're going to do here, Ray, is we're going to do left-hand turn here together. So let's go ahead and try that. So I want you to gently ease the stick to the left. It's going to roll to the left. You get the angle of bank that you want. Stick back to neutral, just like we talked about on the ground. If you were to look at that little black ball on the instrument panel, you'll notice it's right between the two little white marks. So what that's telling you is you don't have to use any left rudder at all to make a left-hand turn. Lesson number one. Beautiful. Now as you come around, you're going to see Fantasy of Flight off to your left. There's the red and white checkerboard water tower, Fantasy of Flight. Keep looking to your left. You're going to see another red and white tower with a little flashing line on the top over here off your left. You see it there? I want you to head towards that. Good. We'll roll the wings back to level here. Awesome job. Go straight for now. Looking good. Coming up on 500 feet here. We're going to cross over the top of our runway, and then we're going to make a right-hand turn. Beautiful. Let's try a right-hand turn here. So ease that stick to the right. She will roll to the right. You get the angle of bank that you want. Stick back to neutral. Perfect. Now glance that little black ball on the instrument panel. See how the ball's out to the right a little bit? Push forward on that right rudder pedal until the ball comes back. There you go. Keep that turn going right here and add a little right rudder, and you help the airplane come to the right. That's how you fly Stearman. It's as simple as that. If you were to look at me in the mirror, you got it. What I want you to do is let's make a left-hand turn. Off your left wing is a big old hole in the ground there. I'd like you to fly over towards that, fly right over the top of that. What a night.
Which one? Which hole?
The big one here. This big pit,
oh, okay.
open mine here. What a night, wow. Better than last night. Last night was beautiful. All right, we're going to hold this heading for now. We're going to be doing our air work here today is out here to the northwest. If you look out here in the distance, you're going to see all that grassy area. It can't get any safer than that. It's like flying over a football field or a sod farm. That's all they have out there is grass. Let's make a shallow left-hand turn. We'll start heading on out that way now. You're doing super. How do you feel? Pretty comfortable? Yeah. Now, Ray, a lot of the maneuvers that we're going to be doing today are called ground reference maneuvers. All right, now what that means is just by looking over the side of the airplane, you'll be able to see which direction you're going. For example, look right ahead of you and down below you to your right. See that road there? That's a north-south road right here. What I'd like you to do is cross over the top of that road Make a shallow right-hand turn, follow that road to the north. Doing great. I'm on the lookout for bogeys here today. So we're at 1,000 feet right now. We're going to go up to about 1,300 feet. Let's try that turn here. Shallow angle of bank, right aileron, little right rudder. Good. Follow that road. Super. We'll roll the wings back to level here. I'd like you to look over off your left wing. You see there's a fence line right here? That's east and west. Let's make a 20-degree angle of bank turn. Let's head towards Tampa. That's to the west. That's about 10, a little bit steeper, a little bit more to your left. Good. Keep it coming to your left until we're heading towards Tampa. Looking great. Right now we're at coming up on the 1,200 feet. We have about another 150 feet to climb. Good. Let's try another right-hand turn. We're right over the top of an old road down there. Just keep it going to your right until we're flying parallel to that. Good, perfect. So basically we have to start you off learning how to walk or crawl before you can walk or walk before you can run. Let's make one more left-hand turn. And we're coming up on 1,300 feet. Just keep it coming to your left until we're heading this way or to the west. There's this little section line right there that's east and west. We'll head over here to the east, or I'm sorry, to the west. How you feeling? Pretty good? All right, I'm going to push you now. You've learned how to turn this airplane. You've also learned how sensitive the ailerons are. I want to push your boundaries, and we're going to do that by adding a little bit more angle on your bank. I want you to do a 30-degree angle of bank turn to your left. So just guess what 30 degrees is. We know that wire up there is 45. That's about 30 right there. Perfect. Now, this becomes really critical, this angle right that you're at right now, a little bit later on in your flight. Just keep it coming to your left. You're looking right down here at these little lines here. So this is going back to the south. I want you to go back to the east. So keep it going to your left at 30 degrees. There you go. Cool. Hold it there. That's 90 degrees right there. Keep coming to your left. Great job. And we'll roll out of this. Let's try one to your right. Same deal, 10, 20, 30, perfect. Add that right rudder and around you go. This would be 90 degrees. Keep going to your right. Better 90 degrees to go. Great job. And we'll roll the wings back to level here. You feeling good? All right, I'm gonna push you further. Focus in on those wires right ahead of you, Ray, okay? Those wires, again, they're at a 45-degree angle. I want you to put that right wire ahead of you, parallel to the horizon, and about 3 inches above the horizon. That'll be a level turn in the sky. Let's try that. Parallel and a little above. This should be easier for you because now we've taken all the guesswork out of it. Awesome job. Hold it here. Look over your right shoulder. Look how steep you are. Perfect. That's 90 degrees there. .180 degrees is here. Keep going. We'll finish up with a 360. Outstanding job. 270 degrees would be right here. 360s here. We'll go ahead and roll that wing back to level. Let's try one to your left. This will be easier for you because you don't have to use any rudder. Parallel and a little above. Nice. That would be 90 degrees, coming up on a 180 right here. Beautiful job. This is a level turn in the sky right here. 270 degrees is there. 360's here. We'll roll the wings back to level. And I'm going to be honest with you. We started off at about 1,400 feet or so above the ground on those turns. What are we at now?
Well, we were at about 370 there for a little bit, but I didn't flip. I let it down.
You were, that actually what you just did passes on your private pilot check right. That passes. So what do you think so far? You having fun?
Yeah.
Pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. This next maneuver is going to be your favorite maneuver to do. It's my favorite. It's the lazy 8. It's very, very docile. So we're going to do the first one to the left together. I'm going to come on the controls with you. I'm going to show you how to do this. Then I'll have you do a series of these on your own. Just stay with me here. I'll kind of talk you through this thing. We're going to start off by doing about a 10-degree angle of bank to your left. That's about 10 right there. No more than that. Gently going to bring the nose up. Freeze the stick right here. So we're in a climbing turn. Now listen to the airplane. Can you hear it slow down? We're not going to move the stick or your feet. Gravity will pull the nose through the horizon on its own. Downhill we fly. All you have to do here is just gently roll it to your right. Bring the nose up. And you're going the other way. Pretty simple. A lot just happened, but it's pretty simple. What do you think? You like those? we don't have to do them that steep. Let's see if you can do one of these. I'll talk you through it. Let's start off by going to the left, so 10 degrees to your left. There. Bring the nose up, as steep as you're comfortable with. Come back up. There you go. Now hold it right there. Now listen to it. It's docile. Don't move the stick at all. Let the airplane do the maneuver for you. Gravity will pull the nose to the horizon there. Good. Now listen to it. Let it go downhill. You can hear it speeding up. There's 80, 85, 90. Roll it back to your right. Bring the nose on up. Good. And that's one to your left. Cool. Now let's try one of those to your right. The only difference on this one is you have to use some right rudder over the top. There's no one around us, Ray. Let's try it. Shallow angle of bank. Bring the nose up. Come on back on the stick. There you go. Hold that stick right there. Don't move the stick at all. Start feeding in some right rudder right here. A little right rudder. Help the airplane come to the right. A little bit more right rudder. A little bit more. Good. Downhill you fly. Listen to it. There's 90, 95. Roll it back to your left. And bring that nose on up. Nice. You like those? They're not hard, huh? Again, it develops seat of the pants flying. I'm going to push you here. We're going to test you. What I want you to do now is one of those to the left, followed by one of those to the right. No stopping in between the two, okay? Don't think about doing the whole thing. Just compartmentalize it like you just did. No one's around you. We're totally safe out here. Let's try it. So shallow angle of bank to your left. Bring that nose on up. There you go. Come on back on the stick. Come on back some more. Good. Hold it right there. Let it do it for you. Autopilot, basically. Here comes the nose right there. Let that nose down. You pull the stick back. Go ahead.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Let it go downhill. Listen to it speed up. Start rolling it to your right. Do the same to your right. Shallow angle of bank to your right. Bring that nose right on through. Come on back some more. Come on back some more. There you go. Come on back a little bit more on this stick. And a little bit of right rudder right here over the top. And there's the nose down through the horizon. Listen to it. You'll hear it speed up. You'll roll the wings back to level. You'll bring the nose on up. And you just did that all by yourself. Lazy 8. I love doing those things because the more and more comfortable you become with doing that, the steeper you can do those. And it's kind of fun after a period of time going up pretty steep and coming down steep.
We lose a little altitude doing them.
Yeah, we're fine. We're at 1,000 feet just about. Cool. All right, so you've learned how to go up and down, left and right, and going up and down, left and right together. Got one more thing I can teach you, and it's how to go fast and slow. So this is a cool maneuver. What I want you to do is keep the wings level, and that shouldn't be too hard for you because you're doing a great job at that. I'm going to gently bring the power back a little bit. Now, do me a favor and don't look at the instruments on this one. Go ahead and lower the nose. Put it into a shallow dive. Lower the nose some more. A little bit more. Tell me when you can hear the whistle of the wind in the wires. Lower that nose. You hear that?
No, my
Okay,
hearing
lower the
isn't-
nose. You lower the nose some more. The faster it goes, the louder it is.
My hearing isn't good for high noises.
So you can't hear that? Okay, bring the nose on up. Good. Now listen, there you go. Bring the nose up some more. If you can hear this, you can hear the airplane slowing down. Bring the nose up some more. Keep coming back. Come on back. Come on back. Way back on the stick. Way back. Another inch. There you go. Hold it right there. You're close to the stall. Here's the stall right there. And it's flying again. So it doesn't fall out of the sky. It doesn't do anything to startle you. It just says, hey, guess what? If you don't lower my nose, I'm going to do it for you. We bring the power in and away you go. And that is the basics in a Stearman. That's left and right, up and down, and that's fast and slow, and that's how you fly. Cool. Let's make a 180-degree turn, left or right, your choice. We'll go back out to the west. Now, is this airplane, does it fly like you thought it was going to fly? Is it easier? Is it harder? Is it slower? What do you think so far?
Well, it's easier.
Yeah.
There's more feeling to it than there was flying the things I flew 40 years ago.
Right.
I want probably the most complicated I had to do was to fly from Burbank Airport at night about 10 o'clock over LAX and land at Hawthorne Airport, which was 180.
Yeah. Are you from out that way?
Yeah, I grew up in Inglewood. My dad was a quality control guy on the P-51.
Okay.
So he worked at North American, then he worked for Howard Hughes
in Culver City. Well, we have about 8 minutes left to go here before we have to head on back towards Fantasy Flight. This is your opportunity to have some fun. So I'm looking at you right now. You're looking to the left, you're looking to the right. You want to put your, I know you're looking right in the sun. Those goggles might be serve you well with this tinted. But if you want to try some more turns.
I forgot to put them on.
They're right up there. If you want to do some more turns, lazy A's, you want to just fly around, this is your time to shine.
Well, we're going back over there?
Oh, ultimately, yeah. The Fantasy Flight's way over there, about 6 miles or so. But this is, we're a ways away from having to go back. This is kind of cool. Go ahead and let go of the stick for me real quick, Ray.
Do what? Hold it?
Yeah, just let go of the stick. There you go. And then look at me in the mirror. I know so like, no, we're not flying, no one's flying the plane right now, right? Look at this thing, straight and level. So, you know, basically, you don't have to fly a Stearman ever. You just have to tell it what you want it to do. All right, you can grab it. Let's try some more turns. Let's get some mileage out of our time up here. So let's do another 360 to the left or to the right, your choice. I too am also from California. I grew up near Fresno. My parents are from the LA basin. My father's from Gardena, and my mother is from, gosh, I forgot where she's from. I think Hawthorne, I think. You're right on the old stall here. Let's try one of those to your right. But I'll tell you, to be honest with you, what you did flying a Cessna from Burbank to Hawthorne at night over LAX, I wouldn't want to do that.
Have you ever been into Hawthorne at night?
No.
There's no lights. You come in over a golf course below and between the eucalyptus trees.
No, thank you.
So the guy that was actually piloting got sick while we were there. So we just decided, well, I've landed there before.
Oh my. Hey, let's have some fun here. I'm going to bring the power back. Take me down a little lower. Take me down to 500 feet. There we go. There is nothing out here but sod farms, cattle pastures, no towers, no wires. Part of the fun of flying in an open cockpit plane is being able to go down here low and fly around. You can see if we ever had an issue, you can land anywhere out here. It's very, very safe. This would be probably a nice field to land in. It's pretty green down there.
I was looking at a YouTube thing last night with guys up in Alaska flying the little short takeoff job with the big tires.
Oh, yeah.
They probably couldn't have been over 300 or 400 feet and they were setting it down. Whoop, I'm getting below the
No, you're fine. They're fine. Hold it here. This is cool. I was going to ask you to go down low anyways. Here we are, 400 feet. Isn't this beautiful down here? All right, since we're down here at 400 feet, let's try, I want you to give me a 360-degree turn. I'm going to test you on this one. Put that wire back parallel with the horizon. As soon as you do that, I'm going to give you a little blast of air show smoke. If you make a 360 that's level in the sky, you should fly right back through your smoke. Let's try it. There you go, here's your smoke now. All right, so there's your marker. Don't look at those instruments, that means you're cheating. I saw you glance down there. Beautiful. You're about halfway through. When you see your smoke, I want you to go right back through it. You see it there? So we gained a little bit of altitude on this one.
Yep.
All right, I want you to go right back over the top of it. Let's try one to your right. Let's do the same thing. Establish the turn. Smoke on now. There's your marker. And again, to get your license, it's plus or minus, it lets you go up or down 100 feet.
Yeah, I'm going up. Huh?
There, go ahead and lower that nose just a little bit. There you go. Perfect. There you go. As you come around, you're going to see the second puff of smoke. That's what we started with. I want you to fly right through that. There it is. So go ahead. There it is. So this one passes. Awesome. Now, how'd you like that lazy A? You like that okay? Let's try another one. Shallow angle of bank and then bring that nose on up.
Shallow right?
We'll go to the left, right or left, your choice.
I didn't hear which way you
Yeah,
said.
it doesn't matter. You're on your own at this point. I'm just back here as big cheerleader now, because you know how to fly this thing. Come on back a little bit more on that stick. There you go. As you get, again, more and more comfortable, you can bring the nose up. Nice. And you notice how the nose didn't come down on this one? So when you bring the nose up and you freeze the stick, just really freeze it. Let's try one to your right. 10 degrees to your right. And bring that nose on up. There you go. Now right here, add that right rudder. It'll help bring the nose through. You got the turns down. Well, they ended up building about 10,346 of these Stearmans back in World War II. For the Army Air Corps and the Navy. Right now, it's estimated there's probably around 2,000 of them still left. And if you think about what they did in their life, you know, being a trainer and then going on to being crop dusters, that's a pretty big number. This particular airplane auctioned off in 1946 for $310 out of Ogden, Utah. And since you're from California, two guys bought the thing from a little town called Reedley near Fresno. They took a train to Ogden, Utah, picked up the plane, flew it out to California. Ultimately became a crop duster there in the San Joaquin Valley, like a lot of Stearmans did. Was wrecked in 1972, and my father bought it at that point 40 years ago, and we've had it ever since. It took him 18 years to restore it. So you're flying my brother right now. Let's make a right-hand turn. As you come around, we'll start heading on back towards Fantasy of Flight. See all those lakes over there on your right wing? Right over there. Fantasy of Flight's in the middle of all those lakes.
All of the what?
The lakes.
Oh, okay.
The water. Beautiful. Now, we're going to head on back towards Fantasy of Flight. I'm going to actually have you fly the pattern to land this thing. Line it up with our runway like you did before. You're in Hawthorne. But here's the deal. The 30-degree angle of bank turns are what we're looking for. And you adjust your rate of descent by using the throttle. You adjust your pitch by using, or your speed by using pitch. So you're flying this thing, so you'll be taking care of the pitch here today. I'll be honest with you, I'm curious. You landed a Cessna 172 at Hawthorne with no lights at night?
Yeah. Yeah, he said I did good.
Yeah, you did good. I only have 10 hours of night landings or night flight. I don't like flying at night. I never shot one good landing at night, not one.
I landed one time at Catalina Island. That was
Oh, yeah.
that was squirrely because you go in under the cliff and then you pop up.
Avalon, right?
Well,
right.
actually, the airport's about halfway up the island.
Okay. Off your left wing, you'll see Disney. Right off your left wing, Tim, all those buildings, that's the Disney complex over there. All right, I can see Fantasy of Flight from here. It's about the 1 o'clock on the right-hand side of the airplane. It's not the left, that's a prison that you're looking at. But if you look off the right side and ahead of us, you'll see that bluish-green water tower. Do you see that there? Okay, that is going to be your reporting point. I want you to make a shallow right-hand turn, head towards that. I'm going to have you fly a right-hand pattern for runway 22. I'm sorry, I'm going to have you shoot left-hand pattern for runway 22, so all your turns will be to your left. You looking good? Right off your right wing, since we're up here sightseeing, there's a lake over here off in the distance. That's over in Lakeland. That's Lake Parker. Back in the war years, on the west side of that lake, there was an Army Air Corps training base there.
Yep.
220 Stearmans were based there, called the Lodwick School of Aeronautics. It was actually the very last contract school to be closed in World War II, which means to me is probably one of the best. They certainly wouldn't close the best first. And so where you're flying at right now, this was their practice area right here. So we had Stearmans in Lakeland, Bartow, P-51s and C-6s were there. Sebring had B-17s. A lot of training going on here in Florida. Go ahead and lower that nose just a little tiny bit. There you go. You get a little bit more speed out of this thing. It'll perform a little bit better for you. Looks good. Order here. Flies so nice for an old airplane. Actually designed on the drafting tables. 1934 is when the first one was designed. Strong.
Yeah. It's much easier. The feel is good.
Yeah. And I think one of the reasons why it's a great trainer is because it's strong, certainly. The feel of it is nice, but the speed, like right now you're flying at 80 miles an hour. So if you're 18 years old and you've never flown an airplane before, and you're going 80 miles an hour, you can mentally keep up with this thing. You know, if you're going 150 miles an hour like you would in a Texan, a T6, it's very difficult to keep up with something like that when you're going that fast and you've never flown before.
Yeah, easier to learn all the feel and then catch up in a faster
Exactly. They had it figured out back then. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do something a little different. There is no wind. Off your left wing, you see there's a white water tower over here? Off your left wing?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and make a left-hand turn. I want you to head over towards that. There you go. Head over towards that tower. We're going to land on our short runway. It's better grass. I'm going to bring the power back. I want you to maintain at least 75 miles an hour, which is right back where you're at right now. This is what we call our crosswind leg right here. So go ahead and lower that nose for me a little bit. We'll let the airplane start coming on. There you go. Hold it right there. Off your left wing is that big hole in the ground once again. That's going to be our next landmark. Let's make our left-hand turn now. There you go. And lower that nose. You were bringing the nose up in turns before, which is perfect. But now we have the power pulled back, so if you bring the nose up now, it slows down. We'll roll the wings back to level here. And we call this, we're left downwind. So when we get over this big hole in the ground once again, we'll make another left-hand turn. All right, we'll do that now. And what I'd like you to do here, Ray, is just keep it coming to right to the left here. And we don't want to fly over one of those houses.
Okay.
Good. This is good right here. We'll roll the wings back to level here. And I want you to lower the nose a little bit more. We're going about 65. Let's get that from 75. There you go. Good. A little bit back, a little bit to your right. To your right. There we go.
My right.
Yeah. Go out to the lake there. You're looking good.
Okay.
Now, we have our runway on the other side. A little bit more to your right. A A little bit more. Give yourself some more space here. Now there's your runway right over here. Do you see it? It's right.
Oh, we're going in that way?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It's right on the other side of those trees. I want you to line it on up. Make sure your heels are on the floorboards down there. All right, let's make our.
So we're going that way.
Yes. Left hand turn and lower the nose. Lower the nose. Lower the nose. Lower the nose. Line it on up. Doing great. All right. Now just be sure your heels of your feet are on the floorboards. Lower the nose. Lower the nose. Got to keep that airspeed. Now bring the nose on up. Now hold it right off. Hold it off. Right here. So the idea is you come down on the glide slope, you arrest your rate of descent right above the ground like you did before, and then you just keep it off the ground as long as you can. It's by far safer to have the airplane slow down in the air than it is on the ground. And you never get on the brakes with it because you can flip upside down.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not done with it yet. I'm going to turn this rascal around. I'm going to have you taxi me back on in. You've seen the old World War II movies, or when they're flying P-51s or Stearmans or Pitt Specials or whatever they are. They're zigzagging because that's the only way you can see ahead of the airplane. All right, you got the airplane, so put your feet back on those pedals. You got it. So we want to go a little bit to your left, and then you look to the right. Then you bring it back to the right, and you look to your left.
Well, we're going down the middle.
Yeah, we'll go down to the main runway here. We'll make a right-hand turn. And you, sir, got the best flight of the day.
Good.
So it's kind of zigzag. And basically here at Fantasy of Flight, we're looking for wildlife. You know, alligators, turtles, cows, things like that.
Small bikini tops.
There you go. At a normal airport, Hawthorne, you're looking for people.
15 other planes.
Yeah, exactly. And
yeah, one of my friends worked at Hawthorne.
Uh-huh.
And so he accumulated minutes. So that put us in the air a lot.
Oh, okay.
He went on to fly for TWA.
Wow.
And the other one lives up in Auburn.
Auburn, California?
Yep.
Yeah.
And has a flying service and taught people to fly, fixed engines, and flew cargo and stuff like that. What are we doing up here? You're gonna.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it from here. You know who else lives in Auburn, California? A guy by the name of Bud Anderson. Have you ever heard of him?
Heard the name.
Chuck Yeager's wingman.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go straight here. We're gonna go all the way to the right as far as it goes and spins right around. Now to shut this thing down, what you want to do is bring that mixture control, that little red ball, pull it all the way back. Take one more deep whiff. You'll smell some 100 octane burn in there. I love that. That completes your mission. Great job.